What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you our January 2021 debt payoff update. Not only is this our first debt payoff update of 2021, but this is our first debt payoff update of year 2 of our debt payoff journey. If you're new here, hi, my name is Lo, and my husband and I are working on paying off over $300,000 of debt. We started out last year with $369,000 of debt, and as of last month, we had paid that down to $307,000. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you exactly how much progress we made in January of 2021. So looking at the goals we had set for January, we had planned to pay $2,995 towards minimum payments and then an extra $2,700 of payments. Our goal was to pay off my husband's undergraduate school loan, which we were able to accomplish on January 1st. I made a payment and paid that entire balance off. It had about $2,500 left, so we paid that off, and that was super exciting. January has felt very long, so actually I kind of forgot that we did that this month looking back. I don't know how you guys feel about how January has been. It's felt very long to me. And then our next goal was to make our first extra payments towards my husband's graduate school loan. Now that his undergrad loan is paid off, we just have 2 student loans left, my graduate school loan and my husband's graduate school loan. And so since his is smaller, we are deciding to attack that one next. And so we did make some extra payments towards that loan. Now, if you've been watching my videos recently, then you know that we only paid very little towards retirement in 2020, and we are switching our strategy this year and paying much more towards retirement. However, this happened to be our biggest income month of our entire lives. So we were actually able to exceed our goals for January and pay off just about as much or a little more maybe than we did on average on our student loans last year. But February is going to be our lowest income month of the year probably, so our goals will be a little bit smaller, but still some good goals. So we'll get to that later in the video. But yeah, so we're actually able to exceed the goal of paying $5,695 towards debt by quite a bit, and that's mostly because I'd overestimated the amount of taxes that were gonna come out of our new checks now that we've switched our retirement contributions around. Okay, so let's take a look at the payments that we made in January. As I said, on January 1st, we paid $2,586 towards my husband's undergraduate loan and paid that loan off completely. Bye, see you later. That one's done. So that was super exciting. Definitely a huge win that we celebrated this month. Next, I made a couple smaller payments to my husband's graduate school loan, so $50 and then $200. On the 17th, my minimum payment auto drafted from our account for $2,033 for my student loan. And then I made a couple more extra payments towards my husband's graduate school loan at the end of the month. So $500 and $700 here. On the 24th, that $962 was the minimum payment. And that's actually gonna be higher next month. I think because we just refinanced, the loan was kind of like calculating what the minimum payment should be or something. I always thought that was a little low compared to what it should have been, but it's going to be $1,011 next month is what it's showing. So next month the minimum payments will be a little bit higher, but not much higher. So that means that we were able to pay $7,031 towards our student loan debt in January, which is way more than I thought we could pay, and I'm really proud of us for paying that much in 1 month. It takes a lot of discipline to pay that amount of money towards your student loan debt in 1 month, and it's kind of, it's really hard. It still is really hard. You know, every single month that we are paying thousands and thousands of dollars towards our student loans, it's tough to see that large chunk of money go towards student loan debt, but at the same time we know we're making that much more progress, getting that much closer to being debt free, and so we're going to celebrate our wins along the way, and that is a big win, paying $7,000 to debt this month. So I am really proud of us. Okay, next I'm going to jump into my spreadsheet to show you guys the balances on our loans after all those payments. But before I do, I just want to remind you guys, in case you missed it, that this spreadsheet is now available for purchase on my Etsy shop. I use the spreadsheet every month to track my own debt payoff, and I show it in my video every month, updating it for you guys and going through it. And so if you guys are interested in tracking your debt payoff the same way that I do, you can purchase the spreadsheet in my Etsy shop, which will be linked in the description for this video. I've already had a bunch of you guys purchase it, and I've gotten really positive feedback, which makes me so excited. I'm so happy that you guys are liking the spreadsheet. It has been a really valuable tool for me to track our debt payoff and stay focused and organized and motivated and all that. So I hope you guys really really enjoy it if you do purchase it. I also made an in-depth, detailed video explaining how to use it, how to set it up and all that. So the link to the video is available when you purchase it or when you go to the listing. It's in a couple places, and I will also put it in the description of this video in case you want to watch the tutorial and see how it works before you purchase it, to kind of see if it would make sense for your debt payoff. Okay, so this is the spreadsheet, and you can see here our starting balances for all of our debts, where we started out with $369,000 of debt, and all the green for the debts we have paid off. So here in January, my husband's undergraduate loan started with a balance of $25.86 that we paid off, and so now that is zero. My husband's graduate school loan started out with a balance of $102,681, and we paid that down to $100,545. And my graduate school loan started out at $202,129, and we paid that down to $200,685. So we started out the month with a total debt balance of $307,396, and we paid that down to $301,203. So we are getting very close to the $300,000 mark, or getting below the $300,000 mark. And both of these loans are getting very close to getting under $100,000 and $200,000. So those are very exciting milestones that we are looking forward to hitting next month. And you can see here we made payments of $7,031. $6,193 of that went towards principal, and $838 went towards interest. Over here you can see our total debt paid off since the beginning of our debt-free journey is $68,470, and we have left to pay $301,203, which I'm just gonna focus on this $68,000 rather than $301,000, because $68,000 paid off sounds like a lot of money, because it really is. So that's super exciting to see that number getting bigger and bigger every single month. And then you can see here with the pie chart that we have paid off 18.5% of our total debt, which leaves us with 81.5% left to pay off. I ran the numbers for next month, and I don't think we're gonna quite hit 20% paid off in February, but I think we are actually gonna hit that in March. So that is going to be another big, exciting milestone to look forward to in a couple months. Okay, so next I'm going to show you how I fill out my debt payoff trackers. Now, I made these a while ago for myself, and when I launched my Etsy shop with the spreadsheet, I put some of these trackers up for purchase on my Etsy shop as well. So if you are interested in using them yourself, then again, the link to my shop is in the description. Anyway, I'm going to show you guys how I fill out these debt payoff trackers and how I'm going to be using them for tracking our student loan debt payoff this year. So let's take a look at the trackers. Okay, so this is the first student loan debt tracker that I'm going to be setting up. Now, this has 100 icons on here, and so I'm going to use this for my husband's student loan, because the balance on that is just about $100,000. It's $100,500, but you know, when it's that amount of money, I'm not worried about $500. So I am going to set this up and show you guys how I'm going to be using it over the next couple years, hopefully less, while we're working on paying off his student loan. So first of all, I'm going to write up here at the top, J. Brad, and the starting debt is $100,000, which makes each piece worth $1,000, because you take the total starting debt of $100,000 and you divide it by the number of pieces, which is 100, and that gives you $1,000 per piece. So I'm actually not going to fill this out at all this month, because his balance is at about just over $100,000 right now. So I'm going to wait till it gets down to $100,000, and then I'm going to start filling in these icons every time we pay off $1,000. So next month I'll hopefully fill in a few of them. Okay, the next one I'm going to be doing is this one. It's similar, but it only has 25 icons, and so I'm going to be using this for our 2021 debt payoff. We're planning to put around $58,000 towards debt in 2021, but some of that will go towards interest. So I'm hoping that we can pay $50,000, pay off $50,000 of our debt in 2021. So I'm going to be using this tracker to track that progress. So we're just going to call this 2021 total student loan debt. And so our starting debt that we are trying to pay off is $50,000. Each piece is going to be worth $2,000. So this month we paid off around $6,200 worth of debt. So I am going to fill in 3 and a little bit. And this is just a way to not only keep track of our progress, but to kind of, you know, stay motivated and have another visual for what we're working on. So like I mentioned, if you are interested in getting this debt payoff tracker, and I have several others in my Etsy shop, then the link will be in the description for this video. And then last, I am going to fill out this tracker. This is just like a general debt payoff tracker, but I am going to use it for my student loans this year. We're just going to be paying the minimum payments on my student loans, but still I want to make it a goal to pay all of our minimum payments on time. So I'm going to be filling out this tracker. Now, I made these ones because I thought they were pretty, and sometimes we like to look at pretty pictures while we are trying to pay off debt. And I thought just doing something cute that kind of goes with my decor style would be nice, because then if I hang it up somewhere, then it is just something pretty to look at. So we are going to call this L 2021 Student Loan. And then with this one, there are 25 lines, and so our goal is to pay off $18,000 on my student loans this year, which would make each line worth $720. So what I'm going to do with this one is I'm actually going to color in these flowers. I used to love coloring as a kid, and like I haven't done it in so long, and I forget how relaxing it is just to like do a little bit of coloring. So this month we paid off $1,471, so I'm going to fill in 2 and a little bit of these lines. And finally, every month I like to tell you what our goals are for the next month. 1, so you know what we're working on during the month, and 2, so it keeps me accountable. And if we don't hit those goals, I have to explain to you why. And so it keeps me from making purchases I shouldn't be making. So in February, our goal is to pay $4,744 towards our student loan debt. Of that, $3,044 will be going towards minimum payments, and then $1,700 is what we are planning to pay as extra payments towards my husband's graduate school loan. And as I mentioned, our major goal for February is to get our student loan debt under $300,000, my husband's loan under $100,000, and my loan under $200,000. So those are all huge, exciting milestones, and I'm so proud of us that we have gotten to the point where we are going to be out of the 300s and into the 200s. There's still such a long way to go, but like I'm so excited to celebrate that, because we have really truly made a lot of progress, and that's really exciting. So that is it for today's video. If you like the video, make sure you smash that like button. It really helps on my channel. And if you want to see more videos like this and follow along with our debt payoff journey, then make sure you hit the subscribe button. I would love to have you as a subscriber. I actually just hit 10,000 subscribers here on YouTube, which is a number I can't even comprehend. The fact that 10,000 of you guys saw our story and our journey and wanted to follow along. Some of you have been following me from my days before I started talking about our debt, and I was sharing our infertility journey and our journey to get pregnant with our daughter. And a lot of you have joined after that point too, when I started talking about debt. But either way, whenever you joined, I'm so appreciative for each and every one of you. Thank you so much for subscribing and following along. It is truly humbling to think of that many people wanting to see my videos, and I really appreciate your support. So thanks again so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon in my next video. Bye!